how I finally broke that 20-minute 5K barrier. I was so tired of recording, so now I'm laying, bro. Let's talk about how I fucking did this, because that was my goal from the beginning of when I started running, and I did it from scratch. My first ever run outdoor was at 14th of February. Earlier, I was running, but not so intensely, here and there, 1K, 2K. But seriously, I started running at February 14th when I literally got my heart broken. And that was the motivation, bro. I was so depressed for the first 2 weeks, but that depression actually made me running, which is fucking weird. But as soon as I started watching running content, I realized hearing your heart work better. But getting those PRs, getting time trials, sub 25Ks, sub 40, 10Ks, whatever, I realized there is some competition to it. I can compete with myself, do better every single time. And the measurement is pretty simple. Run faster at some distance. So I found out that sub 25K is really popular. And on local runs, on local races like this, it's super easy. Like, it's super easy to get placement if you're doing sub 25K and then slowly moving to sub 18, sub 19 5K, and it moves you to top 5 of leaderboard and probably top 3 in leaderboard of your age, which is fucking insane if you consider that. I got curious and I started running specifically for sub 25K. But what I did in the process is I just ran half marathon, and that was my PR, 1:39, which was the pace for 40. It's fucking nuts, bro. Let's move to specific training and how I did that. First attempt was a failure at the 14th of June. The race is called KFC Night Run, and I ran 20 minutes and 47 seconds. I fucked up. I paced the wrong person. I knew what was my problem. Pacing. Because pacing is the most important one. It's not that you have power in your legs or not. If you consider sub 25K, you know your legs are fine. You know your aerobic fitness is fine for most of the people. If you train for more than 6 months, it's easy. If you only started training, you have to slowly build up an aerobic base. You have to build your running fitness by doing runs in zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. I'm gonna talk about it now. After 3 months, I reattempted. I ran another half marathon. Now it was Snow Leopard Run in Bishkek, 2025. I ran 1:37. So I've cut out 2 minutes from my half marathon time. In just 3 days, I'm coming on track and I'm doing 20-minute 5K, literally second by second. That was fucking shocking to me. First of all, it's about anaerobic fitness. You always heard about running in zone 2, right? Aerobic runs, doing those easy runs. But that's good. That builds your overall fitness. But what's even more important is getting anaerobic fitness, like getting those threshold runs in zone 2 and zone 3, because that's another type of running. If you consider marathons, if you consider half marathons, those are different type of loading. They hit a bit different muscles, a bit different systems. In 5K, you have to hold fast pace for 20 minutes. In order to have that, you have to have speed, raw speed, and you have to have that aerobic fitness at the same time, which is not so easy. But 5K is my favorite race and favorite race of a lot of people because it's not at the end of extreme. 400-meter dash is really checking your anaerobic fitness. Your legs are on fire for the last 100 meters and it's inevitable. Whether you run a marathon, now it's on the other side of the spectrum, ultra marathons. They're checking your aerobic fitness. How much can you hold at easy pace, which is at the other side of extreme. 5K is in the middle. So I've trained both for speed and getting those long runs, getting those easy runs. Let's get to specific hacks. I run 30 to 50 kilometers a week. This is called weekly mileage. And the more you run, the faster you progress. That's as simple as that. And you have to do 1 to 2 speed sessions a week. One speed session is intervals. It's just repetition of fast runs. Fast runs is 5K pace or even faster than that. My favorite one for 5K are 1K repetitions. So you do 4 to 5 reps of 1K with 2-minute rest. Either it's walk or it's jog. That's the best one because it's on the verge of being anaerobic and aerobic. Like it's almost sprint, but you do it for 1K. Now you can do 800-meter repetitions, 400-meter reps, 2K reps. 2K reps could be even better for aerobic fitness. Now let's move to tempo sessions, threshold runs. Okay, tempo session is super simple. You do 20 to 25-minute run at a bit slower than your 5K pace to really get you to the threshold. When you hit anaerobic fitness and now you're using other sources of energy rather than fat when you're running easy. The main thing is to just hold the pace for as much as possible and see, can you even sustain that pressure on that 5K, on that sub 25K? You have to do 1 speed session a week. When you're starting out, you have to slowly get more mileage by doing easy runs. At the end of the day, you have to do 70% of easy runs a week. By doing 1 speed session a week, you can do 2 with progression. When you can understand, when you can actually sustain that pressure, because there's actually a lot of volume. Now I'm trying to do more of a sprinting distances, 1K, 800 meters, 100 meters, 5K, you would feel that burn. You would feel that burn in your legs, in your heart, in your lungs, bro. That's super hard. 5K is the hardest race at the end of at the last 2K, because let me tell you about the attempt itself. I got out with my friend. He could hold the pace for the first 4 laps, but then he dropped off. The main thing was pacing. If I didn't slow down in the beginning, I would never do that. I understood that I'm a negative split person. In the beginning, I have to slow down. I have to warm up. I have to get used to the pace, and then gradually speed up by the end. If I held 4 pace in the beginning, 4 flat for all 5K, I would not have the ability to speed up in the end, and I would not be able to hold the pace. At 4th K, I would get 4:05 pace. At 5th K, I would get 4:10 pace, and I've missed 20 minutes. So the main thing was to slow down in the beginning. First 2K, slow down. At the 3rd K, hold my goal pace. At the 4th and 5th K, speed up. But speeding up was super fucking uncomfortable, super hard. The thing is, it's fine if you feel your legs burning at the 1st K. Your legs are gonna be gone. The main thing is to hold with your mind. Your legs are gonna be fucked anyway. It's like with every single short distance, your legs are fucked and your heart rate is probably fucked. The only thing you have to do is to hold with your mind. Your mindset is everything that controls you, because you're able to run it. I was thinking I'm gonna die at that moment, but I was running, because if I just believed it and it happened. It's more of a mental thing, because if you consider 20-minute 5K, you can run it. You're at that point. If your VO2 max is at the range of doing 5K, if it's more than 55, it's fucking good. You can run it. It's just right pacing and mindset. If you're really prepared for that, and 1 to 2 days before that, you don't train, you keep your legs fresh, you come up on the track with the thought of actually doing that, you're gonna do that. I swear to God. Training matters a lot. Do a lot of volume, do a lot of weekly mileage, speed sessions. And in 1 month, try to attempt your first sub-20 5K. I'm gonna try to run sub-19 5K in the next 2 to 3 months. I believe I can do that. It's gonna be a bit more challenging with the pace of 3:45, 3:47, but it's possible. And I'm gonna attempt sub 40 10K, which is fucking insane if you think about it. Sub 25K and sub 40 10K is the same pace, but adding another 5K. Follow me if you want more videos, more tips, and just progression of my running career. If you want personal help, check out the link below. We can just talk about getting you the exact PR. Like, I can just give you everything I've done. No coaches will tell you the exact training program for your exact PR. I'm gonna see you there.